Hey, and welcome back to another episode of Passion Beer. I'm Nick, here with Shane, and Shane busted out one of these bottles from a cellar and one of them from the local beer distributor.
That's right. 2011 and the 2010 Southern Tier Pumking. This is their Imperial Pumpkin Ale, coming in at, what did we say,
8.6, I believe?
Something like that. You know, we're kind of interested to see how this is going to hold up over a year, so we'll do a comparison of aged to fresh.
Yeah, let's get these suckers poured.
Alright, so in the brewery glasses, we have the 2011 and the New Belgium. We're going to do the 2010, so I guess let's just do a quick comparison. I mean, they... You can drink this already.
I love pumpkin. You know what? I've had pumpkin many of times. Ever since I really got into craft beer, it's been a seasonal release that I look forward to every single year. And you know what? It doesn't disappoint.
It really doesn't.
This is the first time I decided to actually age a bottle. So yeah. I'm interested to see what kind of characteristics it picks up from aging. Definitely.
I mean, I think initially just kind of comparing apples to apples, I mean, they look exactly the same. They really do. I mean, the color, the clarity, the head retention, nothing has changed really with time. I mean, the 11 smells. Wow.
There's a huge difference that you can get out of the aromas right off the bat. The 2010, you lose a lot of that pumpkin spice, the cinnamon. Really, the malt profile really starts to take over and envelop the whole aroma.
Yeah, you don't. It doesn't smell like the pumpkin pie, the pumpkin spiciness.
Yeah, so
that's really different.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, you still get some of it, but oh my gosh, in comparison, right next to this.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
it is like night and day.
Yeah,
let's go for the 2010. See how this is holding up.
Trying to polish this off. Very interesting taste on the 2010. You get a lot of that malt profile that really shines through. However, there is that back end taste that you get of the pumpkin spice, so that flavor isn't completely muted and overwhelmed by that malt character. But
and it's not entirely gone either. But
no,
I think the 2011 has those characters through and through. I mean, from the beginning of the palate to the end of the palate, you're hit with the pumpkin, the spice, everything like this. This, like you said, it's definitely malty. It's a nice pale caramel malt, but it's definitely, it loses that initial bite that the fresh one has for sure.
The 2010 isn't overwhelmingly awful at all.
No,
it's that caramel malt. I'm not a fan of malty beers to begin with, but this definitely holds its own. That pumpkin on the back end with a little touch of cinnamon there really helps for it to retain.
Right. No, I agree.
What it is.
Right. Absolutely. I honestly would not be one to age these anymore.
No.
The ones that I have in my basement, I'm going to make sure I drink those pretty fresh. I mean, I don't think it really gains anything from age, and it really doesn't. I think it does lose a lot of the characteristics that really make pumpkin stand out above other pumpkin beers. You know?
So in that regard, though, if you're not a fan of the original pumpkin and you do like a little bit of malt to help balance out that flavor, because pumpkin can be intimidating, especially being the Imperial Pumpkin ale that it is.
Right.
But no, if it is overwhelming at first and you want to try it, definitely age it. Otherwise, stick with the 2011, pour it fresh.
Yeah, I think it does. I mean, it loses, like we keep saying, it loses a lot of its characteristics that I think is what makes this beer. You know what I mean?
It's special because of the different flavors.
Exactly. I think it's so intense, it's so extreme, it's so in your face with all the spices and everything. I think that's the big attraction to Pumking. And I really think it's a little bit of a disservice to what the beer is intended to be to age it. So, and not that it's bad, but I think it loses a lot of qualities that I look for in Pumking. Should we do a rating on the new one? I mean,
on the new one, absolutely.
I think that would be the best comparison.
Hands down for me, 94. I mean, just reiterating what I said, the flavor shines throughout the whole taste. No, awesome beer, seasonal. I look forward to it every year, and once again, not a disappointment.
No, that's exactly what I was going to say. Actually, at 94, I think that's a nice area for where this sits. to me, it literally is my favorite pumpkin beer of the season. And 2010, I mean, I don't know. We can put a rating on it. If it would, it'd be, for me, it really would be low 80s, maybe an 80. If that, I think it's losing a lot of its characteristics and punch and luster.
No, understandable. I mean, I'd probably hover right around an 84 because it does have that back end kick, and it is able to maintain some of that character that is Pumking. Right. So, don't really recommend aging it, but if you have the opportunity to pick up, try it on tap. Fresh.
Yeah, do it fresh.
Go for it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, man. Well, thank you for cracking these open from the cellar.
No problem.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Cheers.